Hey lovelies, it is that time of year again. I got my Beautylish lucky bag. Technically, I got it yesterday. Jeremy and I came home from a double feature of movies and it was there. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this inside and I will open it up right away in the morning. So that is gonna be what we're doing. We are unboxing my lucky bag. Now, I have been doing this consecutively, I don't know, many years, many years now. I just think it's a fun treat, a fun surprise. You know, I am a sucker for a mystery deal. And if you don't know that I'm a sucker for a mystery deal, well then that means that we haven't met before. My name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. All right, I am not gonna keep this intro too long. I will have a timestamp if you like literally just do not care, you just want to see what's in the bag, box, thing. I'll have that down below. But I just kind of wanted to go over a little bit of my experience from the last lucky bag, a little bit of maybe what I'm hoping for in this bag. So last year I wasn't horrified by what was in my bag, but I was a little bit disappointed. A big part of that was because a vast amount of the value in my bag came from hair care. And clearly, as a hairdresser, as a professional hairdresser, I mean, as a makeup artist as well, and as a makeup hoarder, I really don't need a lot of anything, but I definitely don't need any hair care. So I'm hoping that this box is a little bit different this year. You know, I mean, I can't complain. Actually, today I am wearing a palette that I received in last year's lucky bag, the Viseart Violette Vespertine, and I wasn't so sure if I wanted to keep this one or not. And those of you that watched that video, you're like, keep it, keep it. So I did, and I ended up falling in love with it. So thanks to all of you. I love this palette. By the way, if you have this palette and you do not have the City Lips in Plum Springs, what are you doing? Like, these two are the perfect pairing. Absolutely love. You can use my code KeepBeautyReal on these babies. You know that I love them, but I decided today because I felt like the eyeshadow that I put on was so close to the shimmer in this. I was like, I had to grab it out. I was like, ooh, I know the perfect pairing for this. Side note, all I was saying was that I ended up loving this. So this year, I really feel like compared to previous years, I have not purchased a lot of makeup, which is one of the reasons why I decided to do this one again. I was on the fence. After last year, I was like, you know what? I probably would have just been better off spending my money, like taking that $150, because I did get the XL bag, by the way, taking that money and just spending that on something that I know that I would truly enjoy. But this year, since I just really haven't been purchasing a lot of makeup, I thought that this would be a good one to try. And honestly, the makeup that I have purchased has been brands that you can't get from Beautylish, like Lisa Eldridge, a few indie brands. So I'm really excited to see what's in here. What am I hoping for? You know, I always love blush. I always am excited if there is an eyeshadow palette, but of course, I think everybody looks forward to the chance to get some good makeup brushes. I have a lot of good makeup brushes, but that is always pretty exciting. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this. I have not cracked into this. I also have not watched a single unboxing. You know, it's sort of like when everyone gets into watching a show on TV and you have to basically, it's like social media is a minefield of spoilers. That is how I've felt for like the last couple days. I seem to be in an area that I just don't get shipments as fast as some people. And then of course, well, actually it must have been pretty late when this arrived last night. So I don't really think it was because I just wasn't home. I just think it arrived late. So I was definitely like, okay, I can't look at any of my friends' Instagrams. They all knew not to like say anything to me. So it was just kind of funny. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a little late this year. All right, and by the way, if you are here and you're watching this, even though you've watched a bajillion other lucky bag unboxings, thank you for that. I think what I'm gonna do is set this on the floor and then we'll grab things out. I guess I should insert here, by the way, a little detail on the lucky bag. If you are not familiar, I highly doubt that you're not familiar, but if you aren't, Beautylish every year does these mystery bag deals, and you can either do the $75 bag that gives you $150 or more in products, or the $150 that's supposed to get you $300 or more of products. I'm pretty sure that's the value count on that. There are also a couple brand exclusive bags that I have never personally done, but that is an option as well. I have done, let's see, I think actually when they first started, when I first started getting them, maybe only there was just like the one size bag. But once they started offering the XL, if it wasn't the first year, I did start doing it the second year. Like I said, this is just like a fun treat, a fun little post-holiday pick-me-up too. You know, here we are in mid-January, and I feel like the holiday rush is over. This is just a fun little treat. Okay, just wanted to throw in some deets. All right, I'm grabbing the first thing off the top. Ooh, okay, we've got some skincare. I actually have never heard of this brand. Is this Foie? This is the Daily Jelly Moisturizer. So it has vitamin C, Kakadu Plum, Australian Rosella, Snow Mushroom, Prickly Pear, and Sea Buckthorn. Okay, I'm actually pretty excited about this. I have quite a bit of skincare, if you know, but this actually looks pretty interesting. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful packaging. I'm gonna turn down the center light a little bit. I feel like it starts to blast out white packaging, but that's really pretty. So, all right, I'm gonna have to look up this brand. This is exciting so far. As I'm digging in here, tell me, are you one that you enjoy getting new brands in your lucky bag? Or are you like, no, I want things from people I know? I'm just curious. Okay, I can feel that this is hair stuff. Oh, okay, I am totally okay with this. This is from Kitsch, and this is these like claw clips, flat lay ones. This is great. I actually was just recently looking at getting a few of these to try because I do occasionally clip up my hair, but like, you know, sometimes when Jeremy and I, like, let's say I was just going to the movies, right? I do not want to wear a clip in my hair when we're going to the movies because then I'm like sitting and I've got this like thing protruding. Or if you have like a long car ride or something, these colors are pretty. Ooh, I could rock one of these today. So this is okay. Is it something that I'm like super excited over? No, but since I literally was just looking into getting some of these, I'm excited. All right, this feels like a brush. It is a brush. Okay, I did get a Sonia G brush. I got, let's open this up. This is exciting. Okay, I got the Fan A brush. Now, I will say that I don't typically use fan brushes a lot. I do have at least one in my collection. Maybe that one's a Wayne Goss. Oh, this is interesting because this is not a traditional shape of a fan. This is like an angled fan. Okay, like I will be excited to give this a go since this is a different, this is very different. I'm gonna have to read up on how Sonia says to use this because it is a fairly dense brush. So I could see this being good for like bronzer. I mean, it's a little stiff for under eye. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look into this, but I am definitely gonna keep this one. It's a shape that I don't have, so very excited, and obviously the face brushes are usually a pretty good value. By the way, I will be tallying up my value at the very end of this video, so stick around for that. All right, our next product, this is so funny. Where did I see this? Was this in a trend mood or on discount somewhere? I'm not sure, but this is the Natasha Denona Berry Pop Cheek Trio. This is obviously a blush and highlighter palette. You know what? I bought the Natasha Denona My Dream face palette, and I have not been using that one enough, and I don't know, honestly, I think I saw this on like Ipsy or somewhere. I saw it somewhere discounted, and I was like, I just have been sucking at using my face palette. So a face palette like this, I just need to use this more. I enjoy that one from the My Dream collection. This one is very pretty shades. I mean, I could have rocked this today for sure. So I will probably keep this. I will probably keep this. I'm going to have to see what else is in here, but fun. Again, another product that I probably wouldn't have picked out for myself, but will enjoy. All right, this feels like skincare or hair care. It's a bigger box. Oh, yes, of course, a Good Molecules product. The Niacinamide Brightening Toner. I'm not really a toner girly. I just don't take the time to do it. I will probably give this to one of my nieces just because I think it would be good for them. I just know myself. I am not one to take the time usually. So I got last year, I believe it was last year, I got the Rose Water Cleanser. I probably would have preferred like a cleanser, a moisturizer, and eye cream, but one of my nieces is gonna benefit from this. Okay, this is a small box. Oh, okay. This is a Surratt lid lacquer. That's exciting. Last year, was it last year or the year before? I got a Surratt lip slick and I love it. I love it so much. Man, Surratt and their packaging, in case you haven't seen these. So inside, this is just like a single shadow, I'm assuming. It is like packaged up with black tissue and a sticker, just like, you know, your lucky bag usually comes. And then of course you take the ribbon, like talk about like extra. This is the shade Kolmugi. Looks pretty. It looks like just like a nice, oh, okay. Okay, this is a cream. I wasn't expecting that. And when it says lid lacquer, it makes me think it's going to be somewhat glossy. I'm going to have to look up some reviews on these. I have not ever like seen this product before. With having hooded eyelids, I get creasing pretty well, and something that's got like a gloss, I just don't know, like, does this dry down? Does it stay? The only thing though is I could absolutely see using this as like a contour, bronzer, sculptor, and then just setting it. I do not have good luck with glossy things on my eyelids. I have hooded eyelids. I am 43 years old. That's gonna be creased and like a hot mess before I leave the house. I will play with this probably, but I will probably try this as more of like a face product. If you have this, if you have any of these lid lacquers, please let me know. I am just worried about wear time. Okay, so that one's definitely a so-so, but I could end up loving it on the face. Who knows? I could find that it works as a really good like priming base to then put like a smoky, smudgy shadow over the top. We'll just have to see. This time of year, my lids have been so dry and I've just been experiencing like more texture right here. So that could be something that's nice to lay down. I'm not sure. Moving on to the next one. Okay, I feel like this is the lip product. It is. Ooh, I have friends that love these and I have wanted to try one, but I would just never pay the price. The Chantecaille Lip Chic. I am very, very excited. Which shade did I get? Amore. Let's see what this looks like. This is exciting. Like I said, I've really wanted to try these, but I'm just like, I just don't know. I just don't think I could do it. So, oh, okay. This is going to be just a pretty, like, nice everyday shade. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Okay. Very happy. Again, sometimes that's the thing about this is it's like, yeah, I don't know that I would ever spend the money on like a glossy, balmy lipstick from a very luxury brand when I have other products like, you know, I do like the Lisa Eldridge Balm Embrace. Those are probably less expensive than this. I could be lying. I could just be like saying I'd never pay that price and the Lip Chics are cheaper than Lisa's. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I might eat my words at the end of this. I'll go over everything like I said at the end. All right, this I'm guessing is a hair product. Let's see. Oh, I've been pretty good so far. So Hair Rituel by Cicely Paris. This is a volumizing shampoo, and this is just a little like travel size. I mean, at least I'm assuming it's a travel size. It's only 1.6 ounces. So this is something that I will give a go. It's not that often that I use volumizing shampoos for my coarse color treated hair, but there are times where I'm just feeling a little blah, especially like come winter time. So I might give this a go. And also travel sizes are just nice to have. If you've tried this shampoo, let me know your thoughts. All right, let's get back into the box. All right, I think that this is the last product in the box and it feels like it's an eyeshadow palette. It is an eyeshadow palette. I got the Groundwork Blooming Romance. So I did a review on the first Groundworks palette and this one is, I mean, it's very pretty. I will be very interested to try this out. I will definitely use this. I'm sure you've all seen this. It's so funny that I am like here today wearing like kind of the vibes of what I got in the box. Let's open her up. This is obviously a very rosy leaning, mauvey leaning, warmer tones. I do like that you have some chocolatey shades in here. Now, the nice thing about this palette is I could absolutely see using this as a face palette as well. This is one that I was, you know, sort of intrigued by. I didn't love the original Groundworks enough to feel like I needed to get this one because I feel like I'd be more likely to use a neutral leaning into warm palette than something like this. But that being said, I will definitely probably grab for this on days where I want quick, easy makeup. I'm just looking to do a little cheek color, a little like crease shade, maybe, you know, then take a shimmery shadow that I have laying around, just pop it on. So this will probably be quick makeup days. I have to be honest, I don't know that I'm overly excited about this one, but I am not disappointed either. This one I know also has a great value. Speaking of value, I'm gonna go tally everything up, give you the prices. Let's see what we got. All right, lovelies, here we go. So I tallied up everything. So the Surratt eyegloss, which honestly for me is probably the one miss in here. And here is why. I went and looked this up on the Surratt website and on Beautylish's website. On Beautylish's website, it gets like 3.5 stars. There's only 5 reviews, but here is the thing. People say that it creases, right? Which totally makes sense. I understand if you are just going out for a couple hours or you're taking photos, you know, a product like this, especially more in a shimmer, I would rather have probably had this in a shimmer, is that more editorial, glossy-eyed look, but it just doesn't have longevity. A couple people said that they were able to get them to last. I think that this could be a product better suited for someone who doesn't have hooded eyes. What I'm probably going to end up doing is trying to use this as like a face contouring product and just see how that works. We'll see. I also heard, and I did not swatch this out, I also heard people saying that they felt like this doesn't have strong pigment, like it wasn't intense, rich color in this shade specifically. So I don't know, this is kind of a miss, $36. So the Lip Chic was $44. I am very excited to try this out. By the way, I was not wrong because I think the Lisa Eldridge one is like $32, $38, somewhere in there. So these are a little bit more expensive, which is funny. It's just like those few extra dollars. It's just like the thought of it, right? Okay, so the Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette was $65. I also feel like this is one that got sent out in quite a few boxes. My friend Mel got this in her lucky bag because, of course, once I opened mine up, I had to start like going and seeing people's posts and whatnot. And I know that she had said that she had a bag twin, so definitely I think that this, just to happen to know 3 people that all got this, I have a feeling this one's being sent out a lot. Then the Natasha Denona Berry Pop is $48. Like I said, I think I've seen this on sale for pretty cheap, so this just makes me wonder, like, is this something that Natasha's trying to like get rid of? I don't really know. The fan brush, the Fan A from Sonia, is $65. Now, this one for me, I think the shape is fun. I'm really gonna enjoy, you know, experimenting with this. This for me is definitely going to be either a cream product brush or something for my heavier packed powders, because this is so, it's just so firm. I'm really just gonna have to kind of see. I could see for cream highlighter this being lovely. I don't know, we'll have to see. $65, it's not necessarily a brush shape that I would have bought. It's not one that I would picked out for myself, so the value there, when it's a product that I wouldn't have purchased for myself, but that's also saying before I've tried this. Who knows, this could be one of my new favorite face brushes. We'll just have to see. So then the Kitsch clips were only 10 bucks. So, you know, considering that I was purchasing some of these and probably would have been around this price, that's really not too bad. The Foie moisturizer is $76. Now I saw that they have refills, which is really kind of cool, but that does make this a fairly like mid to high end product for having 50 mils. I'm really excited to try this. So I love a lot of the ingredients in here. This might be my spring moisturizer. I have one that I'm using right now for the super dry weather, but I might try this for spring when my skin is still quite dehydrated and it's not like super humid yet. So I'm gonna definitely be excited to give that a go. Is skincare something that I needed? No, but none of this was something that I needed. Now, like I said, the Good Molecules toner is not something that I will use. I do like the brand, like I've really liked most of the products that I've gotten. This just isn't something that I will use, but I will pass this along to family member, friend, somebody. So, and it's $14, so it's not like it held a large weight in the value of my bag. And then this sample size or travel size of the Hair Ritual by Sicily. So they actually don't sell the travel size on Beautylish, but I did see on the Sicily site, they do have this, $27 for this teensy little thing. I did not need a volumizing shampoo. If I did, I know of several that I enjoy and recommend to my clients. So not necessarily something I need, not really value that I will personally hold weight to. Speaking of the value, okay, so I tallied everything up. So as I'd mentioned, the Beautylish Lucky Bag in the XL size is $150, but then you do have the shipping to pay for, which is, I believe it was $20. 20 or 25. So you have to think it has to be around 170 just to kind of like break even on your money. I'm not going to include tax because like if you were to buy these products, you would be taxed on them. So that's just neither here nor there. So my lucky bag this year was $385 in value. So definitely more than that double your value. But I sort of was thinking about like, okay, but what are the things in here that I would probably, you know, get the most value out of? Let's break down a more realistic value for me personally out of this. So if I take the things that I really think I'll end up using more, I am very excited to try this moisturizer, which is really interesting. Like, a moisturizer wasn't necessarily on my list, but just, I don't know, the ingredients in this, you know, when I think of like a jelly moisturizer, I do like that in spring and summer. So I'm gonna be really excited to try this one. And since it's a brand that I've never tried before, if you have anything from that brand, please let me know your thoughts down below. Now, obviously the Lip Chic was a fun little surprise to get in here, so I'm throwing that in. The Groundwork palette, while it's not something that I chose to pick up on my own, which clearly that's one of the things I was hoping that I would get value out of this box because I hadn't really picked up a lot this year. I think that this will be fun. It will be a fun one to use. You know, I love a good pinky mauvey berry moment, and I think we've got a lot in here. And again, like I said, using it on the face. So this one, oh, does it? No, for a second there, I thought it was like had a berry scent. That was really weird. So if we just look at those three products right there, that's $185 in value. So if I just enjoy and use those three, that's going to be a win. Now, the Sonia G brush, while I love brushes, I love Sonia G brushes. If this has really great value for me and I end up loving it, that's going to be another $65 to add to this. So that's really just something that's going to depend on how I feel about this brush. But that being said, this was definitely not a need. This was definitely not a need. The blush palette, while I'm real glad that I didn't pick it up. So I guess I kind of was tempted when I saw it, but then I didn't get it because I was like, you're just tempted because of the deal on it. And I do think it was, I can't remember if it was in a trend mood or if I saw it on Ipsy. Whatever it was, I was like, but it's not a need. Now, again, I haven't tried this, so I could end up loving it. It just means that I also need to just like pick up my face palettes and use them more. So I am not disappointed in this. I think that it's a pretty well-rounded sort of gathering of products. Again, a lot of this is just going to depend on how I feel about these as I use them. So, are we bag twins? Did you get anything that I got? If you did pick up a lucky bag, what did you love? What were you disappointed in? I would love to know. Let's have conversation down in the chat, y'all. All right, now is the time that I can sort of like open up my eyes to any other unbaggings, unboxings that are out there. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. This is pretty straightforward though. I just always love opening this with all of you, so I hope you enjoyed it as well. And that is going to be it for today, and I will see you really soon.